You said, man, whatever, audition. You ain't never having an audition. You're having a meeting. I'm at a meeting, man. I got a meeting at 20th Century Fox at 4:30. I got no audition. You know, song, tap dance in front of you and let you get the glory of me up here, hoping I get a job. I'm having a meeting with you. And I'm going to be prepared for that meeting. Now, if all y'all want to have auditions, y'all go have auditions. We having a meeting. And then walk out. Watch the frame of mind it puts you in. Watch the frame of mind it puts you in. Because here's the deal, okay? My mother always said this. It said, if God has it for you, can't nobody have it.
Right.
The corner. Yeah. They didn't want to give me the job in the corner, man. And I'm not going to say the whole story because it's in my book. I'm putting my book in all. But let me just tell you something.
Done?
I'm 150 in, man.
Okay.
But you know, the bottom line, my problem is I get 150 and I get 20, and then the hurt start coming, and then all the stuff start coming, and then I got to put it down.
You got to talk about that shit.
Yeah, but this shit is serious. This shit is some real shit on this third chapter.
Okay.
You know, I just lost my wife to cancer and was with her for 15 years. So I was just telling Trey, man, I said it comes to the point for my wife was battling for 8 years. She got diagnosed. So for 8 years, I had to balance creativity, okay, with being supportive. And then in the middle of that, being able to remember my lines, stay focused, as if nothing's happening over here, but knowing it's happening. Right. Then taking that what's happening over here and putting it into my performance also too. While at the same time trying to remain normal in front of people. It don't really work. So
the corner.
I don't know. Yeah. So I'm doing the corner. Tasha Smith, very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
I'll go over to Tasha's house. I need some food. I'm hungry. Tasha's feed me lunch and let me hang with her and kick it with her. And there was a casting director that was staying there and she was casting the corner. And I could never get an audition. I could never get a meeting. Tasha hooked me up with her manager. And her manager got me in to do an audition. Now, here's the deal before I got the audition. The casting director just had me down there reading with all these other actors. Cats be coming in like Don Cheadle and all these other, and I got to be there. I'm like, why am I?
You were reading with them for their audition.
I'm reading with them for the role that I know that I'm right. Okay. And I'm looking at the book and I'm saying, this dude, the real Gary, looked like TK. I said, why shouldn't I? That's 2-3 weeks go by. They can't find the guy. They can't find it. They finally give me an audition to play Glenn Plummer's role. Blue. But I don't want to play Blue. I'm like all or nothing. Either I'm gonna play this guy or don't call me, I don't care. Whoa, but T came in the role Blue, such and such and such. Okay, I'll read the role Blue. So I read the role Blue. It's good. But I want to read Gary. Tell him, I am Gary. I'm that guy. I had my drug problems. Really in a drug problem. A drug problem is when you have a hard time finding them at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a drug problem. I had my party problem, but I didn't have no heroin problem.
Right.
I said, man, this role is me. They still wouldn't give me. This lady, I never forget it. I ain't gonna mention names. She wouldn't give me the role.
Why do you think they didn't see you as Gary immediately?
Because they got haters out there, bro.
Okay.
They
wanted a big name for it? Did they want like a bigger name?
They just didn't want.
They had names in mind. Why did they see you as Gary?
How did they see me?
Why did they not see you and say that's
I
Gary?
don't know why they didn't. Maybe this was my journey for me to really appreciate how I got it.
Okay.
But the bottom line to it, there's always going to be some hate when there's a big opportunity for you in this town, in Big Fair. You got to remember, every agent and manager in this town want their client to get it.
Yeah.
And if they can stop you or say, he ain't something, oh yeah, he's good, but you know what, that last product he did, boom. Wow. But see, I didn't care. I'm all in or not. So
that's true. I didn't think
I'm not playing Blue. but they take my picture and they take my resume. Now I got the chops. That's one thing Eddie Murphy said. Eddie Murphy said, boy, that boy got chops. And I never forget what people who are up here, the compliment they give you, always store that and you keep that because it means something. Because they ain't saying it just to say it.
Yeah.
So I'm working, I got my chops. Week goes by. Chris Albrecht, who remember me back from the comedy days, he's the president of HBO. He said, now let me just say something right now to you guys. Let's just cut it right now. He says, now I want you to look at all of these actors right here, and I want you to look at TK Carter. Who would you rather watch in the lead for 6 hours? These guys or this guy? He says, I'm going with TK. I tell you what you do. You get him and Glenn Plummer to do scene, and whoever kills it, that'll be your Gary. Well, I'm getting ready to go to Maui in 2 days, so I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go to Maui. I'm going to forget about this. This will be the end chapter. I'm doing what I got to do. And they gave us an extra scene that was like 3 to 4 pages. All monologue. I'm in shape for it because, I've been doing this since the 70s. So, I'm like, went up in there, man. And that room was packed. After I finished, you can hear a pin drop, and the lady who was reading with me was crying. And to this, it makes me cry because that show was for all of those people who couldn't make it with drug addiction, bro. And I'll never forget it. I'm in Hawaii on my way back, and they says, you got the lead. You got the role. Damn. So now, once you get the role, that's great. But what you gonna do when you get it? Now it's time to go to work. And I set myself up and I closed myself off for 6 months because we got there in July. We rehearsed in July. Charles Dunn, August, September. We got out there in December. So I was in Baltimore from July to December.
Wow.
In that hard Baltimore, in that, I could never do it again. I could never, it was the hardest work I've ever done in my life. Now, here's what's the kicker about it, right? And I ain't gonna name some names. It was some very big black actors were hearing them dailies come, man, I hear TK Carter's, man, he's, so now the comedy dude who you thought was comedy, who was always serious actor too, now he gets the opportunity to go to another level. And this is where I say, if your preparation is together, anybody can give you any project or script and you're going to kill it because your preparation is together. All it is material. If somebody gave you Trading Places, let's say Trading Places has never been done. They say, we want Tony Rock right now to play it. He could do it. If he say, okay, we're giving Trey, we're giving you Lethal Weapon. You're going to play the Mel Gibson, you're going to play the Danny Glover part. And you ready? The script is A1. You can't lose it. The recipe, it's the recipe for the food. It's there. It's one. You can't mess it up. If you're top of line chef. So that was my role of all roles that if I look at that thing today, I got to turn it off because I'm asking myself, I did that. Because God could take you somewhere that you can't take yourself if you let him. Amen. That's on anything. And we ain't got to get preaching all of that, the whole thing, but I'm just saying the truth. The bottom line is, they're talking about how can you cancel somebody that God ain't cancels? You fool around and mess with God's people, you're going to get canceled.